Hi, welcome back to yet another session on Excel. In this specific session, I'm going to walk you through on a new age function called as filter function. To access filter function, either you must have Excel 2021 or Microsoft 365. Only then you will be able to access this function. Recently, I have finished up the recruitment drive and have selected few people for different departments. Now, the department list is so jumbled up. I want to classify or segregate the candidate names according to the department. Immediately, you would tell me to apply filter function, but this is not going to solve my problem, which in case at every time I have to go over here and unselect all the departments and then choose forward to the finance department, copy the candidates over here, and then paste it in the respective departments. This is what I will be able to do. But whereas I'm not looking for an answer similar to this one. Instead of that, at a single go, I want all the candidate names to be listed at the specific place. This is when the filter function comes so handy. You would fall in love with the specific function. Let me show you. Let me pass in the filter function. The filter function has gotten three arguments. First level, it's asking you what is the array that it has to include. Usually, this is our primary data. The second argument is where when we give the question, it will give us the answer to it. The first argument, I'm taking the candidate's name over here. The second argument is include. We want to include the departments. Let me go ahead and take the departments to which they belong. Now, what should we ask is, in order to activate the filter function, we need to create and filter inside. First argument, when we have spoken about the array, it talks about the available candidates recruited. The second argument is the department in which they are going to work in. But just because we are going to have this, it is not going to give the answer, rather than it will give us a value. Because in the specific scenario department, you have clearly spoken about the different departments available, but you did not create a filter or a query to it. So what do I do? In the function, after the include argument, type equal to, and then select the departments over here. First level, when I close and hit enter, immediately you would see that we could clearly see that one candidate is recruited for this department. The same I'm going to slide it through. We will get a calculation error. Yes, you might be wondering what went wrong. Just double click on the formula and see. Now, this is because the arguments and the question that we have supplied in has just moved in. Instead of A column and B column, it has taken B column and C column, which we never wanted it. So to fix it up, what we have to do is at the first level, the candidate names, the first arguments is going to remain the same. So I'm just locking it by pressing function F4 key. And then again, the department also, I'm going to lock in. Now that we have finished locking the specific column, let me go ahead and hit enter. We have gotten the first candidate. Let me slide it through. And then you could see that all the respective candidates belonging to the different department is given over here. In fact, we have gotten one candidate or a few candidates might be working in the finance department, but wherein I haven't specified. Let me go ahead over here and then give finance department. After giving out the name, if I slide it through, again, I'm going to have the list of the students who have opted for the finance department as well. Not only that, every time when you make any changes to your filter function, you would see that this is going to bring in the data to it. Isn't it amazing? Yes, it is. Let me show you one more problem as well. This time, we need to solve a slightly leveled up problem. Now that you have finished with the recruitment drive, you have listed few candidates for training program. The training is scheduled. Not all the candidates have attended. You want to find out which are all the candidates who did not take up the training program. Using the same filter function, we are going to do it. But in addition to this filter function, we are going to use a countif function. By any chance you're new to countif video, I have given the link above. Just click on this. It will take you to the landing page of countif function. First pass in filter function. What needs to be included is the question. I have to take out the candidate list. By any chance, if you're wondering how did this candidate list appear on it, I have used a naming function. If you're in need of this, please use the comment box. I will make a separate video on this. For the include argument, I'm going to nest in count function, which will help me in comparing the presentees list against the candidate list so that it can compare it, whether the name which is present in the presentees list it is also there in the candidate list. If you're looking for the same name, here is the catch. You have to give one, which means count and let me know whether the name that you see in the presentees list is present in the candidate list also. You would see that the presentee's name would be given over here, the same that is given. And you could see that, yes, the presentees are also present in the candidate list. But we did not ask for this sort of a filter. Instead of that, we want absentees. Take out that one. Instead of one, whenever you are trying to find out odd man out, then you need to hit 0, which means the presentee's name list will be compared against the candidate list. Whichever is the odd man out, that will be extracted and given it to you. This is the major function. Countif will help you to identify which are all the names that is not present from the candidate list. And filter function will take out the presentee's name and give you only the absentee's name. Close the bracket and hit enter. Here you go. This function is so handy and easy to use. I'm sure all of you are able to follow me. Should you have any doubts, please post it in the comment box. I'm happy to answer it. If you think this video is valuable, please share it with the people who are in need of it. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Karpagam signing off. See you all in another video. Good day.